Please be advised that this video is for the sole purpose of entertainment. Any views are purely my own, are subjective, and may not necessarily be true. I do, however, do extensive research for all of my videos. All photos have been found in the public domain, and I am using them under the fair use and fair dealing guidelines. I urge everyone to do their own research and to view this video subjectively. Well, hello, it's Murky Meg here. Well, aren't you a lucky lot? You've got a double dose of me today. So, news has hit that they have gone to the township and she gave a speech. And what a powerful, impassioned speech it was, I might have to say. No, it wasn't. It was laughable, to be quite honest. She referenced herself 42 times in one speech, and it was all about her and her things that she wanted to do. It was a very insipid speech to give. There was no empowerment in it whatsoever. Just have a look at it. There was a lot of powerfulness that she tried to portray, and it just came off as insincere, to be quite honest. Notice also that she had to use a piece of paper. Now, her sugars have been saying all week since the SmartWorks charity that she's an actress. She's learnt her speech off by heart. She didn't need any aids whatsoever. Well, she clearly did, because she needed one. There were references to her favourite quote of doing things on the ground and the great change that you need to do, and that they've welcomed them into their community, and it was all about I, me, we, and us. That's as simple as it boils down to. That's what her speech was. It was all about her and them. She noted how the rights of women and girls is something that's very close to her heart. And while I admire that aspect in her, I really do, she needs to start doing things. It's one thing to come, shake your booty, and literally just shake hands. What is this tour bringing to South Africa? Because I've shown in my previous video, nobody really wants them there. Nobody really knows why they've come. Yet she stands up and gives this speech. What gives her the right to be educated enough to do that? And as ever, she also used a quote in her speech. And it was, each time a woman stands up for herself without knowing it, possibly without claiming it, she stands up for all women. See, this is where I have a problem, is that she has to use other people's words. And rather than use her own heartfelt, genuine sympathy and adoration, it's just simply jumbled up words that she thinks that will cause a stir. She thinks that will make a difference. It didn't come from the heart. I read her whole speech, and I will put the whole speech in my community link, but nothing seemed genuine in it. And I think that's what makes great speeches. Needs to come from the heart, and this really didn't. But this is all just noise, because what comes at the very end of the speech stunned me. It really, really did. She said, and just on a one personal note, may I just say that while I am here with my husband as a member of the royal family, I want you to know that for me, I am here with you as a mother, a wife, a woman, as a woman of colour, and as your sister. I'm not even going to start on the whole sister word drop, but I will say one thing. She has now made this a race issue. And I really hope that Buckingham Palace had actually approved this speech, because if they hadn't, this is a major gaffe. And somehow, I think they wouldn't have. I think they would have asked her to steer away from this subject. Yet, she can't help herself, can she? I think that for her, who has actually identified as Caucasian throughout her acting career because it suited her, to pick up this title of woman of colour or person of colour, and then just to ram it in there and go, yay, sisters, yeah, aren't we just? I think it's quite frankly offensive, and I think she's just made a huge gaffe with that one. And the irony isn't actually lost on me that she doesn't actually talk to her own sister either. Funny that. The speech is littered with buzzwords, with the names of women that she's used. She's forgotten one, and it's daughter. So that's incredibly offensive too. She's forgotten that she is a daughter. Being a mum herself, surely she would actually recognise the fact that that is a unique bond. But, hey, she's ostracised her father, hasn't she? Poor Thomas Markle. And she only brings Doria out, really, for photo ops. Does she not understand that as a member of the British royal family, she is a platform to bring and represent the Queen? So let's forget the massive clang that she has dropped in the speech about being sisters. She's also not wearing her engagement ring. Now, I know that it was publicised that she might not take it for security reasons, but I think it's because she's being rather snobbish. Do you think she's taken it off because of where she's visiting? Perhaps she's kind of looking down at it and thinking, I can't take my very expensive ring. Or could it be the fact of the very delicate subject of blood diamonds? There's a lot of controversy there, isn't there? What do you all think of their first day in South Africa? What do you think of them visiting the township? Do you think that there is an element of poverty porn going on there? If you don't know it, Google it. It won't be nasty. It's just a term that people refer to with people doing this sort of crusade. And please let me know what you think of her speech. Thank you very much for watching. If you've liked this video, please hit that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell, and I will see you very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.